Greetings and welcome to SmartWatchTix.com. Got a box with a smartwatch in it for about $25, actually less, free shipping. And it's got just about everything you need in a smartwatch. We're going to go through this and take a look at it. It comes to us off of the AliExpress site from the company FIYPO and their official store on this site. $24, and there's even coupon discounts below that. Check the show notes for links for all of this stuff. 1.69 inch. It's a brand new 2022. They call it a women's watch, but it could work both for women and men, in particular with smaller wrists. In terms of specifications, we'll run through it quickly, and the features. Bluetooth calling. That's one of the main ones folks look for. And for under $25, you got it in this watch. By the way, it's not showing right here, but you got a super bright screen, 650 nits. That's a lot of nits, Nang. Yeah, it means it's going to be nice and bright outside. You got Siri support, or the Google thing if you're tethered to your Android. It supports the wallet QR code stuff, which is really only in China, but it's starting to migrate around as long as you can get a QR code for your PayPal or whatever you're using, WhatsApp, so forth. Health monitoring, custom watch faces, 4 different user interface styles for scrolling through your apps. You got sports modes. It even has an SOS implementation if you need that for placing an emergency call through your phone with the Bluetooth connection. Overall specs are here. You'll also find these when you click on the buying link in the show notes down below. You can go through them in more detail, and we're going to be looking at all of this stuff on the device. Here's the languages. I won't be covering those, so take a look at them here to see if your favorite one is on there. It's got a relatively small battery, but it's a very efficient watch, so you should get some pretty decent time on it. 240 by 285 resolution and zirconium case material with, like I say, about a 1.7 inch rectangular screen. It's all easily installed here. It's in a little pop-out tray. On the bottom, you've got the manual and the charging wire. The watch itself is sitting in a plastic pop-out configuration with the simulated screen on the front of it. We can peel that puppy off and reveal the actual face, at least the black part of it. Here you go. And one button on the side. That looks like a speaker over here. You probably got microphones somewhere. It's removable, really nice, stretchable, pliable TPU style of band. You've got your diodes and everything, and charging ports for the little 2-pin charging magnetic coupled type charger. Not that way, that way. And we usually check it, is it strong enough to hold the watch? I don't think this one's going to be. No, it's a little bit flimsy. So if you charge it, make sure you lay it down right and it's not on there like that. We get that sometimes and it doesn't charge. The stronger ones are better for that. So you might actually want to just lay it face down when you charge it and pop your charger on it there, straighten the wire out, make sure it's got a good connection. All right, in terms of the manual, it's a user's guide. We have it in English and color. Pretty nice stuff. You're going to be tethering it to your phone with a Vfit app. We've covered that one before. And here's some basic information about charging it, hooking it up. A quick look at all of the different screens. We'll be running through those in the review. And all of the screens down there. So that's nice. They're showing you everything you can look forward to on this watch. There's remote device and some more other information. And right there. And then this side, of course, is all in Chinese. So let's take a look at it. Simple push on the button and hold turns it on. Waiting. There it goes. Vibration. Hello. A little chime. And boom. We're into our first and opening watch face. Now, pay attention if you've seen this user interface before. This has been enhanced. This is the wave of the future for these small, inexpensive watches because you have customability. This is straight out of the box. I haven't set it up professional for you to see it because I want you in particular to see how it's done. If I scroll down, I get into this area. You've got a Bluetooth calling capability right here that you can activate or deactivate. It made a little chime there. When you turn it on and you have it tethered to your phone for calling, then it's going to be available for you. However, you have flexibility to disconnect disconnect that right here, and it won't be doing that on the watch. So you go into a meeting or somebody's importance come in and you don't want to be interrupted on your phone with a call, you can just simply swipe down, turn that off. Otherwise, you turn it on, you're available for receiving calls that are made to your phone now on your watch. Answer it, speak to them, they can hear you, all on your watch. It's called Bluetooth calling. Power levels right there. We're not tethered to the app. It would show solid right there if we were. We've got Do Not Disturb. That turns off the sounds or brings them back on again, and it vibrated when it did that. And overall settings. And I'm going to get there later. I'm going to hit Edit because that's everything that's up here for now. But look, you can add, if you want to, your voice command. You can add these other things, whatever they are. Let's add them. Confirm. And now look, your top thing has other stuff in here. There's the basic. Here's the activation for your voice assistant, which we're not tethered, so I'm not getting Siri or Google coming up. But that's how you would do it. This lets you change your different views of your apps. This is all about that user interface, and we'll be looking at those. But you can quickly change it right there if you want to. This is where you would have your QR code for your social contacts, your different social apps, or your wallet for your payment methods. Again, that's generally not available outside of China, but the concept is there, and now they've enhanced it by adding that capability to bring those cards up with one simple swipe. And then here we are again with our overall brightness that we can bring way up here. Super. Look, it's washing the whole watch out. It's a yellow, and sometimes it even looks white on here. It's so bright. Easily viewable outdoors. Scroll it down, and there's your low level. We're going to run it about there. Okay. So all of those things can be added. You can take them off. I don't need that thing there anymore, and I'm going to stick with one method of doing my user interface, so I don't need that either. So now I've got just those 6 in particular, but I do like having my assistant available right there. But you saw out of the box, they're not set up for that, so you have to add them. That's not all. We're going to get out of here now. All right, button will take us back. When you come this way, you get this cute little pull-out card that shows you the date and time, and you can go right into Bluetooth calling right from here, and your most recently used apps and things are here available as well. And you can put that away. Come up, you get notifications pushed from your phone when you're tethered, of course, and slide this way. Nothing but a plus sign. Again, usually we have a bunch of cards on here, and they may be ones you want or not want in the order you want or don't. Well, you got flexibility now. Look at this. I got all these different things. If I want my step count to be on there first, followed by my heart rate, followed by blood pressure, okay, followed by this thing, and then my sleep time, and then my breathing exercises. I've got it. There's steps, heart rate, which you can measure right there. Oh, it's starting. It's trying to do that with the green diode technology. Blood pressure now, and again, it just jumps right in doing it, again with the green diode. Now, what I didn't see here is a card for blood oxygen. But we do have this music player. We're not Bluetooth connected, but if we were, we could activate the music to play on your phone or your news or your podcasts, whatever you want to listen to, and it will broadcast it out through the speaker on your watch. So you can set your phone aside and take this, as long as you're within Bluetooth range, you could use it there. Last night's sleep time, broken down into light and deep when you sleep with it, and the breathing exercises, which you can make it fast, medium, or slow, depending if you've just done a workout. You may want it to be faster. You can change the time for it. You can hit start. Seems to be sensitive on exactly the spot. Gives you a countdown. It just vibrated. It's starting an inhale, so you can monitor that. It stopped vibrating, and it started vibrating again. So it vibrates the whole time of your inhale and does not for your exhale. I love it when they do something like that, so you can close your eyes and not even look at your watch. Just feel for the vibration. Works great when you're driving and traffic is crazy. Just put it in here and focus on your breath. Really, really nice. And now that's in here as one of the cards that we got to by scrolling across. Okay, the last thing, of course, is the button. We twist it, nothing's really happening, but we press it. Now we get into all of our apps. You got to find your phone, of course, a shutter, remote shutter that'll take pictures with your phone, but you use the trigger on your watch. Your phone book, calling, and recent calls are all part of the Bluetooth tethering. So you get that all set up. You can place a call right from your phone or your watch right here by turning that whole thing on, going to the dial pad if you want to. Again, it's telling us we're not connected right now. But you connect all that. You could place the call. You can hang up. You can do everything. Typical Bluetooth calling. The music player, this is Siri, but it also is Google, so if you're on your Android, you'll be able to tap that and access it. There's weather in your area. Once you're tethered, you set that whole thing up. The step count, like the card we saw, heart rate, same thing. That's your blood pressure, and here's blood oxygen. And this one, measuring it, it's using the green diode as well. The more advanced ones use red, but it's a $25, actually $24, $23, $22, about $22 with a $2 coupon, free shipping. Anyway, you get blood oxygen, but you're getting it with the green diode. So confirm not only your blood oxygen reading, but all of these biometrics with other instruments you may have before you trust the values. There's that breath training we just did. You also have a stopwatch in here, nice big digits. And if you leave it and you come back to it, it just freezes it, it looks like. Let's see. Okay, come back into stopwatch. Yeah, it puts it in pause. So it's not going to run in the background for you. Most of them don't these days in these smaller watches. But it is there. So if you want to time something, you've got it. You've got a sporting activity area, and these are the sports that you can do. There's no GPS, not at $25, gang. But you have some nice sports on here, and you can go into any of these and transfer the data over to the app as well. Your QR code for all of your activities are here, and in the app you learn how to set all that stuff up. That's a bit more advanced, so check it there. And then the different watch faces you have available to you, which are bright and colorful, and you can add additional ones apparently from here too. Now it looks like we've got some different ones we didn't have. There's one. So yeah, you got the stock ones, you got some that you can add, lots of nice capabilities, and that was in here at the watch face. Your app views, this is what I showed you when we scrolled down. We're in list view right now, but I can go into cellular view, and that look is kind of like what you see on the Apple Watch. You don't have any ability to make them bigger or smaller here, but you do have them available to you. The other one is grid view, which once you exit it and come back in, looks like this. So you have to learn your icons, but you got 3 across and they scroll up and down. And the other, which is interesting, we do this and come back, and now you've got circular, and okay, what do you do to change it? Oh, there you go. We changed it that way and that way. You see they're all flipping around. Different ones are showing up. So you got one screen's worth, a second set, a third set, and that's it. So they're all in 3 different rings. That makes it really confusing for Uncle Ticks. I like it a little bit more simple. Where's my grid? There we are. I'm going back to list view, and we're going to continue from there. Each time you have to turn it off and turn it back on to get there. And that was the app view. And then finally settings. And settings is where you can activate a flashlight if you want to. Turn that on and off, I presume. You can reset the watch completely, power it off, get the QR code for tethering. This is where you set your sleep time from probably about 5 seconds to 15 seconds. Your languages, I guess I do get to show them. It's on auto, which means it will automatically pick the language based on the language on your phone when you tether it. Or you could select English or any of these languages that you see here. And they're all available for you. Pretty good selection. And then about, which tells you this is the FY16 Plus. That's the watch we're reviewing today, and all the other information you need. Again, the tethering app is Vfit. We have reviewed this before, so I'm just going to whip through it fairly quickly. We've already got it all set up and paired. See the show notes for a link that'll take you to the review where I've talked about exactly the steps you go through if you need to learn how to link it up. When you're in here, you've got your step count for the day, last exercise, heart rate, sleep, blood pressure, blood oxygen, all that's filled in when you've been using the watch and it's been tethered and it transferred it over. You've got an exercise thing here with GPS in the phone that you can activate. Take the phone with you with your watch. You can get your track along with all of your data. But here's what I want to show you. Here's the equipment. We've already got it selected and connected to the FY16 Plus. This particular app shows you a picture of the watch it's connected to. So there's a limited pool of watches that are used, and each of them is uniquely connected. And I say that because the dial market, when you see the other reviews I've done, you're going to find different watch faces in here, like round ones instead of square ones like these. But I wanted to show you, there's our stock watch faces you've already seen. Here's one that I've downloaded from the More selection of faces. It'll refresh from the server from China, bring in all these different watch faces here. You can add one of them to your watch and use that to your joy from the list of all of the different faces. And they're very creative. You've got some functional kind with lots of data on them. You've got some playful kind, and you've got some colorful kind, different fonts, analog, digital. A real nice portfolio, and there's more and more and more. We'll just leave it at that. And then, of course, you've got all your different settings for your app notifications, incoming calls, all of that, and you get this paired twice. Remember, once to the app with Bluetooth, and second time from the watch to your standard Bluetooth phone connection like you would with earbuds, so that you can do the actual voice calling and receiving. But all your other setup stuff is here, and it's basic, typical stuff. You can delete it, you can remove the device, and you can log out of the app if you want to. And that's the Vfit app. So what do we got? A really nice, bright, screened watch. It's got great illumination. Twist your wrist to see the time. We should be able to press and hold to change watch faces as well. And we could pick up a couple of different ones. How about that for a nice, colorful red, green, blue, yellow, purple, all of it there. You got good side angle as well. All in all, a really nice watch. I'm a little too tight right now. You want to wear it above here for all of your measurements. And that's what it looks like. It's nice and thin. It really would work for male or female, and attractive watch with lots of capabilities. It is coming to us from FIYPO, right? The FIYPO official store, AliExpress. Again, bringing this in to show you because it's got a whole lot of features for a very, very economical price and free shipping directly to you from AliExpress. If you like it, check it out. Use the show note link, and we appreciate your supporting us here at Smartwatch Ticks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.